What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am on my way to the gym. We're gonna do a full glute workout together. The real thing. We've got some hip thrusts on the menu, some RDLs. It's gonna be really simple, effective, and gnarly. So let's have some fun. We're starting with hip thrusts. We're gonna go 3 sets of like 10 to 12, I'm guessing, maybe 15, depending on how it feels. I really like to use like a hip drive or a hip thrust machine versus a barbell, because you just like don't really have to worry about loading up the bar, which sucks. And you don't have to worry about stability or any of that stuff. It's set up for you as long as it's a good machine. They're all very different, and like I feel like the weights feel different on every machine, so we'll see how this feels. We're gonna do 3 sets of this first. I like to start with an exercise that's primarily loading the glutes in the shortened position first. Scientifically, typically that is ideal, but also I wouldn't overthink it. Sometimes I start with RDLs because I feel like starting with RDLs, it's really not the end of the world. But if you're trying to kind of follow the science when it comes to building your glute workout, starting with the shortened position is usually the best idea. And hip thrusts, cast glute bridges are gonna be your bread and butter for the shortened position. Oh my God. Definitely not getting 15. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna get the bar set up for RDLs because that's what we're gonna do next, just so we're ready to go when it's time. Maybe I'll do a little warm-up set. Gotta pay that Rainy Street rent, you know? I'm just kidding.
I'm in a handicap unit.
Is your toilet really short? Done with hip thrusts. Get me out of here. I actually fucking hate hip thrusts. Caught my breath yet. We've got RDLs up next. So this will load the glutes more in the lengthened position. So when we're at the bottom, you've got a nice big stretch of your glutes. So the RDL I think is #1 in my book for lengthened position. It's just such a good glute exercise. Similar would be like a good morning, but I just think it's a lot harder and less user-friendly. I would say like 98% of the time, if I was programming for myself or for somebody else, I would program an RDL instead of a good morning. But sometimes it can be fun to switch it up. Here. should set your bar lower than that. I just didn't feel like moving these arms. It's too complicated, this fucking safety. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 8 on these. I might go up a little bit and do 6 to 8. I kind of want to go lower rep on these, but keep it fairly close to failure. I did deadlift a couple days ago, so I'm feeling a little fatigued from that, but the show must go on. I'm gonna do some deficit reverse lunges on the Smith machine next. So I'm not gonna use a huge deficit. I could probably go a little bit higher than this, but this is what we have. So we're gonna make it work. And I'm gonna do a warm-up set and see. This Smith machine feels really heavy when I was setting it up. So I don't know how much weight I'm gonna have to add. But the goal of the deficit is just for me to get a little bit deeper into the lunge and get a little bit more stretch in the glute. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Whew, brother. Ouch. I like bust these little blood vessels in my hands. Everything feels hard right now. I only did 1 set. If you can make it look like 3 sets, then we can just quit right now. Yeah.
That's going in. Oh yeah, you did 1 without the weights. Right?
Yeah. Okay, that's a wrap on those. I'm gonna grab some AirX pads. I have to put that bar away, I don't want to. No, I want these. Just like regular seated with like a slight lean forward. Or you can do like a bridged version where you lift your hips up and come into a bridge. I'm just gonna do the regular seated variation today because of the layout of this machine and it's just what I feel like doing. So this will hit both our glute medius and our glute maximus. But getting something that's a little bit more glute medius focused is a good idea usually. So something like a seated abduction or a bridge abduction, a cable kickback or cable abduction, because abduction is one of the functions of your glute medius, taking your leg away from the center of your body. So anything like that as a part of your glute workout will help you get that kind of like more upper glute area, upper outer. Ooh, ouch. Let's do one more. All right, fam, we did it. That's a wrap on our glute day. Hope you had fun. I'll see you guys next time.